Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing great. Today we are going to see another animation. So, this is a flower animation. This is here is the animation. We have like a flower that is, yeah, um, animating like this. Okay, and also the text also is moving according to it. So, that's what we are going to see in this session. Okay, I got inspired from Amos, Giamfi. I hope I pronounce well his name. So yeah, here is profile on GitHub. So he's an iOS developer, and he's working at Gestil. And I picked the example here from all of these things, all of these repo, awesome work that he did. So yeah, waiting for the repo to load. But that's pretty it. He has like a lot of things, um, you know, here like these things, a lot of things, but done in Swift. So I'm just gonna, take them one by one and try to replicate them. I really love them. Okay, so that's what we are going to see today. So first of all, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Very important. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty it. Okay, so let's dive into it. All right. So let's just create the flower first, and afterwards we are going to animate it. But in order to create a flower, we'll create the petals of the flower. So yeah, the petals now, yeah, we'll just create a class and create the petals there. Okay, by using the custom clipper. Sorry. Okay, so let's just create the petal. Okay, so we will define the petal class. It means petal. Okay, and yes, the petal will normally have like a clip path function. Sorry, the clip path is this, and the clipper. And now we can say petal clipper, for example, petal clipper. All right, and now we should define also the petal clipper class. Okay, petal clipper and custom clipper. Okay, so custom clipper like this, right? And then let's override um, the petal clipper. So here, yeah, let's just return false here to start. Okay, and now we will define now like the whole drawing thing will happen here in the get clipper function. So yes, now let's just talk a bit about the petal. So the petal is like an ellipse. Okay, so the ellipse. I have prepared something here. Um, I have prepared something here. I have prepared something here. I have prepared something here. Okay, so the petal um is like an ellipse. Okay, so the ellipse has like this shape. Okay, so in order to make it, we'll just create our petal by considering the center as the center of the screen. Okay, so the center of the screen has like these coordinates. Okay, the screen width divided by 2 and the screen height divided by 2. Okay, and also we have the point A. That's the first point we are going to put on the screen, and then we will make like this first curve, and in order to make the curve we will define this button and also the control, sorry, this point and also the control point here. this curve. Okay, so let's just place the first point. Okay, and so in order to do it, I will I'll remove this and let's say path is equal to path. Let's define the path. Okay, and now we will call the path, and we will move it from yeah, the center, like the center of the screen. Okay, so uh, let's define the center, final center x, for example, and the size like this. Okay, um, and also the final center y, that is okay, like this. And now we can move it from center x to center y. Good, 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 good. Now, will it, if we do it so, it means like we are moving it from the center, like the center of the screen, but that's not really what we want to do. We want to make or like draw the petal at the center. Okay, so we will just apply like this value here, this control y. Okay, so let's go back and define the control y. Yeah. Okay, so control y will be like let's say double control y will be let's say 100. Okay, so now we'll subtract the value of the center y, which so we'll subtract the value of the control y from the value of the center y like this. Okay, so that's our first point A here. Okay, and now we'll move it here. So in order to make this curve, we'll use the quadratic Bezier function. So relative. Okay, so here we will use the relative because we don't want to define like this coordinate here according to the whole screen, but we want to define it according to this first point that is here, that is the first the point A. Okay, so if we use the relative path, it means like A becomes the origin. Okay, so if A become the origin, so we will define the control point that is this point according to the coordinate of A, and also the B will be according to the coordinate of A. So let's now just define the control point. Okay, so the control point in this case will be, let's say, uh, like control, let's call it control X, okay? Control X and the control Y that we have already defined, like this. And that's this point, okay? This point here, and now we'll define this point. So this point, the coordinate according to the landmark, that has origin A. According to this, it is like this value multiplied by 2, okay, as the y coordinate, and the x one will be just 0. Okay, so yes, so here the x one will be 0, as I said, and here we'll just multiply the control y multiplied by 2. Okay, and now we will define the controller x. Okay, so let's define the control x. Control x has let's put a value of 50. Okay, so I think we are good. Now we can try to text it. So let's text it. We will return the path. Path. Okay, so nothing happened. Nothing happens. It's normal, but yeah, it's normal because um, nothing, like we have not finished defining everything. Okay, so nothing will happen. And also because here we only have like the the path, right? Okay, so we didn't even apply it here or like on a container and all of this. So let's give a child, okay, create a child of the clip path. Okay, so for the child, I will define a container. I'll give it a head, let's say head of, I'll just put like a bigger value there to help us like find or see how the petal will look. And now let's have a decoration class. Decoration, okay? And now I'll apply a gradient. I'll apply a gradient, and I will give it like the first two colors here. Okay, so colors and colors will be like color one and color two. Okay, so if we run it again, okay, you see what happens. Like there it is. Seems like we have something working. Okay, now no, let me change this linear gradient to radial. Why not? Okay, okay. And now next thing to do. Okay, let's keep this here like this. And the next thing to do is to like finish drawing the yeah, the petal. Okay, so uh now we are going to make this curve. Okay, so is it exactly the same thing? So here uh we will have the control point here. Okay, so it's basically the same thing. So let's just duplicate this relative thing. And now instead of control X, we will add minus control X. Okay, and here also the minus. Okay, and now also here minus, like everything minus minus. And now let's try to run it again. Okay, and now you see it is working. I just want to add some kind of all right. Okay, let's keep it like this, but now let's reduce like these values to see how it will look. Okay, also nothing really changes. Yeah, I will give this value. I'll change the 100 by 70. For example, I want something more. Okay, um, it's not really better. Um, okay, I think it's pretty cool. Bro. Okay, let's just give it also this value. Okay, so we have something like this. I think now we have our petal. Okay, we have our petal. So next thing to do is now to create the flower based on like what we have done. Okay, so what is next to do? Yeah, let me also reduce this value instead of this. I'll put 100. Okay, so we have it somewhere there. But don't worry, we will afterwards look how we can position the thing. Okay, so this is our petal element. All right, cool. That's great. Now, next thing to do is to position this petal, or like to make the flower. So making the flower is like putting together five petals. Okay, so five petals. We will now use like the stack function to do it. So I wanted to share also something with you. Is that now is it like we are making like the flower? Where is the video? So you see we are making like the flower, and when you see the video it seems like uh, these five flowers are positioned on the cycle. Okay, so we are going to use like the cycle angles to make the flowers, And in Flutter, what you need to know is um, on like a screen we have like this thing. Okay, so if you want to know the angle of the elements on this cycle, it basically means like the element here will have this angle, the element here will have this angle also, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's basically what you are going to make here. So we will create like 5 angles, you see. So let's just create these 5 angles. And okay, let's just create this 5 angle. Okay, so let me change this to stateful widget and reload the app. So I have like final angle one. Okay, angle one, that is equal to, okay, let me import math. Okay, as math. And here I would then say math.py. Okay, so the first element will be like this element here. Okay, so it's basically math.p. Okay, and the second one is like angle 2, that is equal to 5 math.p divided by 5 angle 3 equal to 3 times math.p divided by 2. Okay, final angle 4 is equal to 7 times 3 divided by 4. And the last one is angle, um, angle, let's say angle 5. That is 2 times math, that's p. Okay, so we have our 5 angles there. Okay, and now we are going to use a stack function to position like the elements on the cycle. Okay, so here by using like a stack function, we'll indeed have like a stack here. Okay, and now the children will generate a list of 5 elements, list that generates, and here it will have to be 5, and the index, I'll just call it e, and return container, and um, okay, okay, so now nothing will happen. Okay, and now here, okay, so I have a brilliant idea. Let's remove this for some further purpose, and put like each item. Okay, so we will start by the first one. So here, we just say position top, for example, top, and we will give it like this value, for example, like the cosinus of the angle one. Okay, so math that cosine of the angle one, and right, math that sine of angle one, and the chart. So here the chart will be like petal. Okay, petal. So let's see the result. Okay, so it's normal to have it like this because you are not doing any translation. And let me try to put this value to um, the no. Let's just first of all, okay, translate these elements, okay. So we will wrap the petal inside the transform that translates. No, it's not basically the translate. It is the rotation. Oh, sorry. So we will give it the angle in the, let's say, angle 1. When we repeat it, mm, that's that's strange, I think. Nothing really happens. That's really strange. Okay, I will add also the translation. Okay, because the point is here we want it to be somewhere here like this. Okay, so let's wrap this inside a translation widget. Okay, so here for the translation, it takes normally the, let's see, the scale, no, the offset, sorry. Okay, so here we have the offset. And for the offset, we will define like the size of our page, media query of context, that size. And then here, it will be like size that was divided by 2 and the size that height. So here, basically, like the axis, the x-axis has like this direction. So if I want to put this point here, it means like it is like the like the inverse, you see, of the size. So like this. And if I made a translation, it will not work because I didn't put like the size there. Okay, so I have the value here, as I was saying. So that's not so bad. Okay, so yes, I think for now that praise be it. Let me just do something. Let me change like the value. And oh, okay, so nothing really happens. I know this is not like okay. Let me add some value here. Okay, it moves up. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the first angle here is the north that P. Okay, it is the P. Okay, no problem. Let's just continue. We will add like the second element. We position it. Okay, so the second petal will be like yeah. So one thing to do, we can. Okay, let's continue for now. And yeah. Okay, so you see, I have my angle there. I think that's that's what we are looking for. Okay. So next thing to do is let's wrap like all of these things inside the petal widget so that we'll just call it directly. Okay. So I will. mm, okay. Let's go step by step. Okay, so first of all, wrap this inside the transform that rotate. First of all, like this. Okay. Then wrap it inside the transform that translate. All right. And next, wrapping inside the positions. So here, I'll have my positions. Okay. So, oh yeah, I didn't make the copy correctly. Okay. So I have it like this. So now I will you know create a parameter, call it angle, final double angle. Okay, so here I'll add the required parameter, distort angle. So I will replace all of the angle two things by angle, and I will define the size there instead of here. Okay, so I think we are good now. We are good now. So the only thing to do now is to call the petal and give its appropriate angle to it. And then I can duplicate this 4 and 5. So finally, when I reboot, okay, so seems to be working. So we have our petal pretty. It's good, 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 but still missing like the effective angle. Okay, so in order to like to position it horizontally, we will play around the angle. Okay, so I will define like a modulo angle. Okay, it's like a bit of math, but don't worry, it's pretty simple. Modulo, and here for the modulo, I will give it because I want every item to be rotated by let's say, okay, I have the first element here. The final result will be that this element will be positioned somewhere here. Okay, so it is like we are creating like, or like we are rotating this item to, you know, minus p divided by 2. Okay, so to do it, I will create my element. Okay, or if I want, I can make like the whole calculus and subtract like the minus 2, like the p minus p divided by 2. I can subtract it from each element, but it will be like a lot of work. Okay, so instead of doing it, I would just call like a modulo element like this. And now when you see it, okay, so it's saying, oh yeah, okay, let's call it const, okay, static const. Good. So I'll try to reboot. Okay, you see what I mean? So the element was there and now we have it there. So it's working. So yeah, I will add like the plus modulo to every angle. Okay. And then you can see it. So one thing I just want to add like some value there in order to position the petal in the center correctly. Uh, and I think this is very cool. Let's just have like, all right. So I have my petal right at the center. So I think we are good. We are good. And now the thing to do is to animate like the petal. Okay. So how can we handle this animation? So what we want uh, is to have like the element, like the petal, moving from this point to its position. So if the petal is here, we want it to move from the center to this point. If it is here, we want it to move from this point to his initial place. Okay, so we'll just handle this with an animation controller. Okay, and do it for each angle. Okay, so let's add the detail provider here. It is, and then we'll create our controller, animation controller. Animation controller is equal to no. Okay, let's just keep it like this. Okay, and now create the first animation. That's called an angle one animation. Okay, yeah. So we have the angle one animation. Cool. Okay, so let's just edit. So for this element, the I think definitely the angle one, it comes here. Okay, so this angle here, let's say angle 3. Okay, let's just call it the center. The angle, yeah, center. Okay, so this angle will not need like any animation frame because it is static, like it is not changing. It is not changing its position. Okay, so I will remove one here. So let's say angle 1, angle 2, angle 4, and angle 5. Okay, all good. Now we'll create we'll override the init state. All right, and now we'll define each element here. So let's begin with the controller. Animation controller, this is this. Okay, so duration, let's say sequence 3. Okay, and yeah, we'll keep it like this. And also the angle one animation, angle one animation twin. And so what I was saying was to bring each petal from the center to its position. Okay, so the beginning will be like the center, the angle at the center, and the angle at the center is here, angle 3. Okay, so angle 3, and the end angle angle 1. Okay, for the one, and for the first angle, and let's add the animation. So here, animate the curved animation. The parents will be the animation controller, and the curve. um, Okay, curve will be curves. I'll just add the ease curve. Right. Okay, so now I'll just duplicate this thing. Do it for the animation controller, and here angle 2. Okay, angle 3. Oh yeah, no angle 3. Okay, so angle 4. And angle 5. Yeah, cool. And of course, we could create like a constant and put this curved animation there and basic there. But let's just go with this, okay? Like it's a demo, okay? So. Now we'll listen, okay? The animation controller. So animation controller at listen, okay? So um, no, let's wait for that, okay? Then let's just call the animation controller dot. We'll repeat like the only thing we'll repeat, and we'll add the reverse through there. So by defining this like this, okay, we could be able now to replace like the static angle values by the angle animation values, value like this, okay. So I'll just copy this, okay, and paste it. And here, no need of animation. And yeah, it's normal. Let's just run the whole code. And now, oh yeah, okay, we can see it like nothing is happening. Okay, no problem for that. Okay, so let's just uh, do this. Let's save the state. Okay, so yeah, so after setting the states, we can clearly see that it is working. Okay, yes. So that's not really what we want. We don't want it to, we don't want the last petal to come there. We want it to be somewhere here, like this. You see. So we will play with that. Um, so in order to to customize like the final position and like the beginning, like the initial position and the final position, we will go there like here in the animation controller in the world customize like the lower bound. So here the lower bound we can say okay the lower bound we want it to be 0.1 and the upper bound we want it to be 0.5 for example. And then, so if we run like the code, we will see the difference. You see? Yeah. So it's coming there. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. And I can still, play on that. But I don't really want the flower to come like, the bottom. If it comes at the bottom, it comes at the bottom. It means like it is fading. You see? Yeah. So you don't want a faded flower. Okay. So oh yeah, even this is problematic like this. Okay, I think this is cool. We'll add the one. And next thing to do, is yeah, okay, so you can clearly see it's working, but the duration is problematic. Okay, so I don't know. I will increase this. You need to look at it. Yeah, I think it's cool because it's like breathing and breathe out. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. So you see, I know in Excel, so take some time. So let's just keep it like this, okay? And yeah, afterwards we can still come back and customize it. So we have like let's say this first element like this, okay, something like that. And now next thing to do is I'll play around the colors, the gradients. So why not creating like a gradient, um, a gradient animation with the color trim and all of this. So how to do it? Let me create like two colors animation. Okay, so two color animations here. I'll call it color one animation. Like the color one is like this let's say like this value, we'll change it to another one, okay? And this value also will change it to another one. So the color one and the color two. So color one animation. Color one and color two. So let me define it. Let me define it. Let me define it. Let me define it. So I would just say, okay, color one animation is a color twin, okay? Color twin between the color one, the color one, like this value here, okay? Between this value and this value. Again, and color two. Here, I would say color two. And here, I would say color two. From color two to color three, four, sorry. Yeah, let's animate it. Okay, animate. It might be like the same animation, it doesn't matter. This. Let me copy this and do this. Okay, like this. Okay. Okay. So okay, also yeah, for now I think it's gonna work. So next thing to do is instead of this value, let's call the color one animation. Oh yeah. We don't really want to, create all of these things here. So let me just pass the color animation, like the color value. Okay. So I'll create like the color. Let's say color one, and that gives it like the color one animation value or something. And then I want to let me type this. Okay, so yeah, okay, um, okay, let's do that. So here I like the color one. That's great. And also the color two. Color two is basically the color two animation. That value, right? So I can copy this and let me copy it. like this. Okay. So now let me find like the color. Okay. Color one. Color. Okay. And here color two. Okay, like this. All right. Here I have like color one and the color two. So wait. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um, um, let's just do this. So color one. Okay. This. Uh, okay. So um yeah let me. Okay. I think we are good. We are good. We are good. Now how we run the code. Okay. So we are having some issues. Okay. 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 Let me step it for now. Um, sorry. Okay, so let's now okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's remove this from let's remove it. Mm, I'll pick this from here and put it here. Okay. So we have our core animation here. That's cool. So wait for the run. Okay. Okay, so I think that's this value. We didn't put like the value there. That's why it is confusing. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm really sure. So the angle should also have like have this. I need to run it again. Okay. So now you can you can see like what I meant. So the problem was that we were not giving like the value to this. Okay. So it has nothing to do with the typing like the data type that I put in. Okay. So um, okay, I can see what is really going on. I can see what is really going. I think we need to increase like the the opacity of these values. I'll add some more values and we run it. Alright. Still missing some things. I really don't know. Let me like we need to play around with the colors because I think the things is about the colors. Okay, right, right. I really don't know how to think, but I think we have like at least something. Okay, so the next thing to do now is to add like the text here about like the briefing and the brief out. Okay, so in order to do it, let me just create like let me create like the text at the top there. Say briefing. Briefing is here. Okay, so we have like the text there. I will just put like I know not really what I wanted. I will wrap it in briefing. So here the top, let's say left 0 and the right 0 too. I have it somewhere here. Uh, why is this strange? I should have it at the center. I thought, okay, let me just add the center there. Okay, so now it's working. Okay, so next thing, I want to make some kind of scale transition. The scale transition, for the test there for this test. Okay, so first of all, I will add like a test type color. So color that um, um, color that's orange. Okay, and the font size 2035. Okay, font weight. Oh, all right. Okay. Let's review this. Okay, I have something like this. Oh, it has given me like some idea about my color there. Let's to replace this by orange. No, orange. And this is not the cost. It should be like final. Okay. How come the material? Okay. I'll replace it by the cost. Material cost. Oh. Hmm. I think that's more interesting. Yeah, I really think that's more interesting. All right. All right. Cool. So next thing. Yeah, after defining this, I will create like I will play around with. Okay, so what I really want is to create some kind of animated switcher, that will switch the text between the briefing test and the brief out test. Okay, so in order to do it, as I said, I will just use an animated switcher widget. Okay, so have like animated switcher widget here, and I have what the duration. So here I will give to it the animate the controller duration. And also I will replace this by, like, let's say, brief text. A brief text. Okay. All right. So I'll create a brief text. So here, can come here and say, okay, string brief text equal to brief, brief in. All right. I have something like this. Undefined. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So it means I will indeed send this value to you. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Oh yeah, it's normal. Um, okay, I should define it. Uh, no, it's pretty strange. I think its position, definitely. Maybe I see what is going on. Oh yeah, okay, the brief. All right. Okay,
Brief
so
text, okay.
uh, yeah, so okay, we have like the color here. So next thing to do is to try to animate, like, the text. So oh yeah, I animate something. Let me fix this. Okay, so it is brief. I did it. Okay, all right. So now I want to animate the text. So I'll use an animated switcher. Animated switcher. I did, and it takes the duration. So I will give it the animation controller that duration. It is okay. So next thing to do is to try to uh, effectively animate, like, the text. Okay, so um, let's first of all, let's do this. We will try to listen to the controller. Um, what is the controller? Okay, the controller is in here. Okay, so what we are going to say is that if the animation controller status is equal to forward, so if it is forwarding, so I will say, like, the brief text will be equal to brief out, brief out. Okay, and if it is reversing, like this, reverse, so I will do a briefing, and now let's run it. So if I run it, you see I have the brief out, and when it is forwarded, you see the text is changing. All right, not so bad. So next thing to do, let's just remove this briefing here. Let's keep it blank for the beginning. You see, it's still working. That's all good. And now, what I do on is, to change the color of the text, depending on according to the status or the text, okay, of the text. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so in order to do it, let's create, like, text color variable, color text color that's equal to, let's say, colors that, first of all, let's say colors that orange. Orange emojis. Let's say, yeah, color that orange. Okay, let's choose the orange one. And yeah, we will set okay, we will set the H color here, and we will say okay, it is equal to color orange. Oh yeah, we do already have like the color that orange here. So what we are going to do is instead of using the color that orange, we'll say okay, color 4, and then if it's forwarding, it will be the color 4. Okay, so how will we do this? In the default. So this will be this, okay? And here, so I'll use the color, this color and this color. Okay. So color to now next thing to do is to go there and change this to color S color and remove the costs. Yeah, so look at it now. Look at it. Ah, it's not gonna work. Let's yeah, it's working. I thought we should how to reload it, but how to restart, sorry. So at least the color is changing. So what I really want is not this. So let's add a key to our test. Okay, so I would say key, and the key will be like value key. That will give to it the correct text. Now let's look at the, at the results. Yeah. Now you can just look at the magic and when it's going. Yeah. You know, it is switching. It's not really magic for now. So now I will try to, play around with the size. So here, instead of, keep it fixed, I will just try to scale it and, like it will be small at sometimes and be, big at sometimes. So I will play, I will interact with it with the animation controller value. So like this. Now you can see this. And now we have this. Yeah, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow, so it's a bit slow. Okay, I think it's really big. Sorry, it's really slow. I'll get say 1 second. Okay, okay. So let me add 3 seconds here. So when it comes, when we want to go, yeah, too slow. Okay, but I really think that's really it. Yeah, we can still try to customize it. And here for the okay, let's see. Yeah, so they have like the some curves. So how we'll just try to apply some curves. Okay, so let's say switching curves. So here I would say curves that okay. So first of all, oh yeah. So let's say curve that is yeah. No, it is curves. Curves that is okay. I'm gonna switch out and iterate. Okay, yeah. So we can see, see like how it goes. So that's it. Like if I want to brief out, I want to come in to shoot this come and when it's going, it is not really bad, I think. But that's like what I really wanted to share with. Um, Now let's come here and try to play around with this. So the lower will be there, okay. And, okay, 0, 1, 0, 8, 28. Okay. All right. All right. And, here, let me add 50 like this. Wow, interesting. Great. Okay, so I think that's it, but let me do something else. For the stopping, instead, I would add three. I want to see the effect. Yeah. So you see what I'm playing around with this value, you can see like the scaling is a bit better, as I would say. Okay. It is missing some little things. I'll try to fix them. You should try also. Okay. So now, next week. Yeah, we'll just place a button there, and I want to do this at maybe let's say 120, and now let's place a button at the bottom. Okay. So I will use also a position the child will be like an elevated button on press here. Child next. Like okay. Size. It's there. Okay. So the top. Oh no, this is at the bottom. Okay, so it's a bottom. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we do have something cool. Alright, so I'll try to center it. Now you can see it. Good, good. The next thing to do. The next thing to do is to make to add some style to elevate that style from so background color. So here it's like color that white, okay. Elevation and the shape. Let's give it a stadium border to make it yeah, it colors okay. Be rounded and it is pretty small. So instead of adding like the center here, okay, let's add the constant. Okay, uh, for this, for example, if I applied like let's say the padding should be normally so. Uh, let's say this. Okay. Mm, so the center is not really what I want. Okay, so what I'm doing is to add some kind of It's okay. Yeah, I want something really, really small. This no, 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 no. Okay, so let's just keep it like this. I think this is better. Yeah, we can still remove the values. Now we have something like this. So like this. Okay. All right. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you. I hope you have enjoyed and make sure to improve it, in order to have like a very, great content, or like great app. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification clock to get more from me. And also don't forget to, recommend the channel to, your friends if you find what I'm doing very useful. So hopefully, see you next time and take care.